Right, we right to go? We right to go? Okay, just quieten it down. Just quieten it down. Thank you, thank you. The Super Summer Series Commission would like to formally respond to the announcement made by PR Golf Talent Management Australia in representing player Chris Coghlan in his decision to withhold his nomination for the 25-26 competition, pending resolution of a number of issues, namely that player Coghlan is disenchanted with the general management and conduct of the competition, the handicapper, and the variable decision-making of the match review officer. The Super Summer Series does not consider this a legitimate statement of grievance. Player Coghlan being disenchanted is merely an expression of disappointment. In doing so, player Coghlan is embarking on a conceited me-first approach by requesting his personal emotions be a consideration for the Commission and a catalyst for change. The Commission categorically refuses to buy into such a woke agenda, where individuals have the blinkered arrogance to insist that their feelings are of such high value, they have the weight to compel others to adopt a narrative of delusion, devoid of evidence. Here at the Super Summer Series, we deal in facts, not feelings. And the facts are these. Spazball finished last in the ladder, for which player Coghlan must take some responsibility for. The Super Summer Series is proud of the conduct and performance of management, handicaps, and match review decisions that underpinned the most even competition on record. Where else can you see a competition that showcases the golfing talent of the golf gods and specialist fielders playing alongside all ability pairings such as the Fuggies, the Goodfellas, and the Water Cannons? Player Coghlan's deflection of blame is a textbook case of an emotional defence to protect ego, avoid guilt, and avoid shame. That player Coghlan has taken the extraordinary step to single-handedly lay the blame of Spazball's wooden spoon on the poor performance of his playing partner Peter Horn is an embarrassing statement of victimhood. The competition is well aware of Bagger's superior golfing skills to that of his partner. The Commission urges player Coghlan to adopt a high level of self-awareness and reflect on his own failings that overwhelmingly contributed to his team's wooden spoon. And as for the indication that player Coghlan is considering the formation of an SSS Ballarat chapter, the Commission advises that the SSS brand trademark is protected, with the Commission having sole discretion to the granting of franchise licences. It is quite bewildering that a player so disenchanted with the Super Summer Series wishes to replicate its values and virtues in a breakaway namesake competition. In closing, the Commission has nothing to answer against such unhinged and baseless allegations. What we are dealing with here is a clear case of emotional avoidance of a player high on ego and low on accountability. However, despite Coghlan's disenchantment, the Super Summer Series will not abandon him. The Commission values its community, and as a past premiership player, the Commission will reach out to Chris Coghlan and give him all the support that is needed as he fights the mental demons and prickled pride of a disastrous 24-25 Super Summer Series. We value his ongoing competition participation. He will, however, be fined a further $10 for his reference in his statement to the competition being a rort. I'll leave it there, and happy to take any questions that the media may have. Robbo.
Yeah, thanks, Commissioner. You mentioned the Ballarat chapter. What do you think about player Coghlan wanting to establish an SSS Ballarat
It's
chapter?
trademark protected, as I said, but I guess they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Damo.
What is your view on player Coghlan being represented by PR Golf Talent Management Australia?
This is an elite competition, and many of our stable have representation by management companies. I just think with that one there, PR Golf Talent Management's kind of a contradiction of terms when you've got a player of Chris Coghlan's ability in the stable.
What support will the Commission offer to player Coghlan?
Well, look, firstly, we're probably going to get the good fellas to get around him. They've got lots of love to give away. That big love bubble's got plenty of love there. They can wrap their arms around him, give him a warm embrace, a lot of affection, try and just make sure he's okay. I'd just caution player Coghlan not to get in between them, because he might get a little bit of a love that he didn't expect. James.
Is player Coughlin important to the SSS competition?
Absolutely. He's the most fine player in our history. He's our #1 revenue stream. Damo again.
Yeah, look, not the first time player Coughlin's gone a bit rogue. We've seen, obviously, evidence in the communication channels. Was this one a step too far, do you think, for the Commission to handle?
The Commission's well used to player Coughlin stepping the boundaries and trying to push the rules, which are quite watertight. You've seen he's been fined on many occasions. We're used to it, and we'll deal with it as we have. I just think referencing Peter Horn and taking his partner down is really taking a step too far. And I think the last episode of Super Summer Series TV, which kind of alluded to the fact that Bagger might be looking for other partners, we could be on the money there. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, unfortunately, having a go at his playing partner Bagger was a bit of a step too far.
There's been lots of commentary around the handicap system by both some SSS media people and obviously Chris Coughlin. Does the Commission have a concern with the handicap modelling?
Absolutely not. We are 100% behind Brendan Jamison. He's done an outstanding job this season. Where else do you have in the final round of a 10-round competition, 8 teams in an 11-team competition having a chance at finals? What I will say, it's been outstanding. Teams have won or lost by just a half a shot. He's done a great job. Such has the job that BJ's done. The Commission is just finalising documentation now where he may be appointed formally to the Commission. Now, that's not an announcement for today. That's for another day. But we'll have more to say on that in the future.
Yeah, thanks for your media presence and availability today, Commissioner. Just want to take you off topic. Will Andrew Graham be a part of the St Albans All Boys next year?
Well, look, we're not here to talk trade. The trade period's still open. Those kinds of decisions for all teams are still being made. What we're here today specifically to address the comments made by player Coughlin.
With respect, Commissioner, I want an answer for my question. Will Andrew Graham be a part of the St Albans Old Boys next year?
As I said, we're not here today to talk about trades of any team. What we're here today is to address specifically the player Coughlin statement. So all those trades we dealt with at another time.
I ask, Commissioner.
Look, as I've said,
will
Robbo,
Andrew Graham
Robbo,
be part of the...
We're here. I know you want an answer. You're not going to get it from me today. This is all about the player Coughlin disenchantment. I think I've addressed that.
With respect, Commissioner.
Okay, look, I think we'll leave it there.
We've reached out a number of times.
We've made our comment, and I think we'll leave it there. Thanks, all. We'll leave it there.
We've reached out a number of times to get an answer, Commissioner. We just want to know, will Andrew Graham be a part of the St Albans Old Boys next year?